Welcome back, guys. Our next drill that we're going to go over for our mixed doubles strategy and mixed doubles magic with Dominic and Susannah is we are going to delve into uncoiling on a return and the strategy that comes with it. Now,
what does uncoiling mean?
Uncoiling is when we're stacking. So the female now, if we're two righties, the female is now on the left side returning, the male is on the right. And when Susannah returns, she's going to slide in behind and get on the right, and I'm going to slide back over and get to my left hand dominant, or left side dominant side where my forehand is in the middle. Now, there are many different kind of strategies to this and whatnot. The one basic strategy I have that I think kind of trumps everything else is don't rip your return as hard as you can. Ripping your return as hard as you can is going to put you in trouble unless you are extremely fast and can get to that kitchen line quick enough. Because the advantage you have of not ripping your return is that the team that served the ball has to let the ball bounce. They cannot attack. So my strategy in a nutshell would be just to get a little air under your return. If you get a little air under your return, it allows you to slide in behind your partner and get in position. Now, if we're not going to do that, Susannah, where are we going to go with the ball?
Well, I think it's important to place your return. We have a couple different options that will help set up, hopefully, where that third shot is going to come. But I do want to talk about one thing, and that is if the server is serving really, really big, sometimes we just don't want to switch, right?
That's true, too.
Because we want to switch on a decent return that does allow us to have enough time to get up here to the kitchen and get established. So we always, everything in pickleball, there's layers. And so one of those layers is if the person is serving really big and I might be struggling with my return, I would rather just play straight. But if I am able to place my return well, then I would prefer for us to uncoil at that stage. All right, so the first return, the one I prefer, is going to be just returning down the middle. Because if I return down the middle, now my partner can kind of just stay middle to try to protect me as I'm moving up.
All right, let's do it.
All right, we got to have a signal here. Are you going to tell me what you'd like? Okay, I've got the sign to switch. Right there, nice job. Thank you.
Ooh, I like it, I like it.
All right.
But right there, that was a great adjustment from the serving team. They hit a great drop, right? So Dalton hits a good drop. Susannah coming up. The key there was, what did you do? You set your feet to hit that ball even though you weren't all the way up at the kitchen line.
Yeah, so one of the things as that player who's coming up on the uncoil would be to communicate, right? Because just as likely you could have come over and tried to get that ball, but I knew I was there, so I'm going to make sure that you know that I'm there and that I'm fine and I don't need you to overreach.
Okay.
Right?
Let's go one more in the middle. Nice. But again, it's much better. I was able to get in the middle and get kind of imposing a little bit, but it's a better job there. Now, let's switch the return up. Where are you going to go with this next return?
Well, where do you think I should go?
I think you should go down the line. So straight down the line.
Okay.
Right in front of you.
Why?
Because I like you going down that line because it's giving you a little more time to recover too, because that's the furthest point from where you have to go.
All right. Let's give it a try and see how it goes.
No sabotaging. Good, and I think that right there, that is the one that I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for a good return right down the line. I come over, feel that pressure right there going, forcing the ball to go away from me, but I still think you were there. You got a little air underneath that return. I like that return.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has potential. Like you said, if I can hit it slow enough that I can actually get there, or you're putting enough pressure on that player that they end up making an error, right? What we got to be careful though is if she hits a really great aggressive drop and I get burned, then I might want to go back to going more middle,
Yep.
right, in order to cut off those angles.
And so guys, those are the advantages. There's some disadvantages too, but again, it's kind of playing your game. What is your strength? What is you and your partner's strength, especially in this mixed doubles side? And so again, continue to evolve your game. Like and subscribe to Selkirk TV for all of our tips for mixed doubles magic and a bunch of other Selkirk players out there.